Okay.
You took it off the internet. Yeah. But from your experience, you can say that the main people doesn't play until after the whole parade comes
We're
out.
live now.
Yes. Okay, we're live. Okay, hello. Can Bethany, can you text your mom? Can everybody hear us now? I do apologize. We've been having
They have
trouble.
to click on a new live link. To
Oh,
get it.
okay. A new live link. But
It'll
anyways,
be there on YouTube. It'll be there on Facebook.
YouTube and Facebook. Okay. Anyways, welcome to the Honey and Harry Show. We're starting all over with all this. I have a really special guest today. It's Scott Burst.
Says 1 minute.
He has been riding on Endymion since 1989. How long? That's what,
35 years.
35 years he's been riding. So he came to, talked with, it's our Mardi Gras. I'm sorry, we've had some difficulty tonight, sorry. But we've been having our Mardi Gras shows. We had Mamu last week. We had Baton Rouge a couple of weeks ago. So the big boy is tonight. Okay. So anyways, Scott, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, so I'm so excited that you came. This is like, all I can say is
yes.
Yvette and Scott are like Lindsay's other parents. Y'all were like her college parent. I knew Yvette, like I had other kids. I just be her mom right now.
Right.
Please. And Yvette's in the studio right now to just kind of help us if we forget something or anything like that. But anyways, I went to my first Endymion ball with them. It was 2020, and it was in the convention center. It's not normally in the convention center.
No.
And that year, the parade stopped early. We didn't get to see the whole thing, and then the world completely shut down. During that time, my daughter got cancer. It was just like one bad thing after another. So the way we kind of celebrated, they invited us again, but we got to go to the Superdome. And I remember Yvette telling me, the convention center was great, but wait till you get to the Superdome. It's amazing. It's just phenomenal. I was like, how can it be any better than this? Because it was so amazing. Well, it was. It was better. And we got to celebrate. It was great. We had the best time. But anyway, so this is the biggest party, I would say. Dad, wouldn't you say it's the biggest party, the biggest probably ball around, I want to say? Probably the best ball. How about this? I've been to a lot of balls. This is the best ball. And from my experience, has been the best. So anyway, so can you give us some history about Endymion? Like I looked it up and I saw that it started in 1967. And my mom actually marched in Endymion that first year. And I think she said 13 miles.
Well, it was a long route.
It was a long...
From the lake to uptown.
Yeah, so I know that she said her dad actually had to carry her after the parade was over because it was so long back then. I know. You weren't in that one.
No.
I know. So anyway, I know like in 1974 they started having like Super Krewes. Am I saying that right?
Right. Super Krewes.
Super Krewes. So there's like more floats, celebrities, the whole 9 yards,
right.
And there's 3 Super Krewes. I think I had read that or there, but I think Endymion's the biggest. So when you started to ride, how was that? So give us kind of like a little bit of a background.
Well, when I was growing up, I used to go to DC Boulevard in New Orleans because that's where Endymion started, and they would go down Gentilly Boulevard to like to Broad Street, then Broad to Canal into like the Rivergate. And as it evolved and got bigger, they moved it out to City Park Avenue by Delgado. And I mean, since I've been riding, that's where it's been since 1989.
Mid-city kind of area?
Right.
Okay, mid-city
right.
area.
And it starts in front of Delgado and goes down like Orleans Avenue to Carrollton to Canal to St. Charles, around Harmony Circle. Hold on, I'm sorry. Around Harmony Circle, and then it goes back into the Superdome, from there.
Yes.
But over the last couple of years, there's been issues with fixing the Superdome up for the, Super Bowl and stuff like that. So we had to convert over to the convention center.
Yeah. No, definitely. Fixing up things in the Superdome and all that, the Mercedes Superdome.
But next year in 2025, we'll be back in the Superdome.
Ooh, well, maybe we'll have to come, right?
Yes.
Maybe y'all can hook me up again. Yes. That was so fun. No, I'm teasing. No pressure. Anyway, so I want to tell people, I don't think people understand, and Dad, maybe you can put up some pictures. I don't know which pictures we want to put up yet, but some pictures of, like, I know the floats are real. And that's what people don't get. Because, like, you know, you have a parade and it's just like, these floats are huge. I know there's one, the Pontchartrain.
Pontchartrain Beach, yeah.
Pontchartrain Beach. Now, that thing is huge. You were telling me.
It's 9 floats.
Look,
it's like 330.
There it is.
It's 330 feet long. So it's as long as a football field, and it's 9 floats.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's the old Pontchartrain Beach. You know, the themes of Pontchartrain Beach, like the clown and the, you know, the Zephyr and all the other different routes to remember Pontchartrain Beach by.
So this is my video work, and I'm just trying not to get hit in the head. But because that's the other thing about this parade. These people spend some money on their throws. I know when my daughter came back, I mean, you can show that cup. I mean, they throw nice quality stuff. It's not little. I mean, like, look at this cup. I mean, that's one of the. I mean, you can catch that at a parade and use it all the time. And but look at this. Look at these. I mean, look at this float. It's amazing. So you were telling me too that, like, back a long time ago, you could smell, what was it, cotton candy?
Well, the first couple of years the Pontchartrain Beach came out, they had where the smoke would come out of the beginning of the whatever float it was, the first or second float, where it would smell like cotton candy and buttered popcorn to remind you of Pontchartrain Beach and, you know, having popcorn and.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it, it's 250 riders, right? Yes. Oh my gosh.
9 floats, you know.
That's crazy. That is so crazy. So I know I do have some. I want to show people some pictures of the extravaganza, Dad. Like, we have some pictures that we took, and I know maybe we should start. Maybe, Dad, I shouldn't start there. Maybe I should start with when Bethany was little. We have some pictures of you. This is how long ago you were riding. Look how sweet. So.
Oh my God, they don't even look like me.
Those. So the one right there with him with the crazy hat, that's when he was in charge of all of our college girls. I think Lindsay took that one. But that's
the one on the left. I don't even remember the one on the left.
No.
This one? The exit sign?
So
that's when they all came, and it was at the convention center that year too.
Okay.
Okay, so that is so that's his daughter, and that's how long he's been riding on the I guess, like, when y'all go put the beads on the parade, I mean, in the float, she went with him.
That's actually the parade.
Oh, that's actually the parade. Oh, wow.
Actually, she was born in December, and that parade was either in February. The one on the right was either in February or March. So she was only 3 months old in my hands on the float.
That's what I love about my New Orleans people. I mean, you go to New Orleans and you go to these parades and you see babies just, like, sleeping, like, you know, 6 months old, just sound asleep in their little ladder, you know.
But you can't do that anymore with the putting people on, you know, bringing. You can't even get close to the floats now. They barricade up because just for insurance purposes and stuff, you know, and all. But yes, I mean, she did that for the longest time. We used to go to open house, and she would get on the floats at open house and stuff like that too. You know, just
I love that. So we're gonna move forward a little time, and she ended up being queen, right?
Yes.
How old? Look at this, like. And now, is that your dad?
Yes, that's my dad.
That's your dad. And yeah, his dad has passed, but that's his dad I know he just adored Bethany. I remember that. Look how beautiful that is.
Well, my dad really didn't like Mardi Gras, but the only reason he rode on the float was because of her.
I love that.
In 2000.
Yes.
That was in 2008.
Yes.
I mean, here's the other thing, guys. Look at that headpiece. Look at that. Okay, I don't think you understand. Like, I always was like, oh my gosh, I was always like, I would love to be queen. I would love to do all that. But, like, do you understand? Like, that is heavy. I know it's hooked up, you know, on top and all that, but still to stand there, how long is the parade right now?
It's probably like 5 miles,
maybe 5
miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, that's a ride. That is a long ride to have that on. But yeah, so she was queen. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. And then I have some more pictures. Just look at her. That's her mommy vet, and that's all them. Did she just love it being queen?
I think it was kind of a shock at first when I came home after the 2007 parade and said, hey, I think I'm going to put a name in for queen. I wanted to try 2009, but they would put her as a senior in high school. But I did it. They said, no, they didn't have availability, but they'll do 2008. I'm like, okay. So I went home and told them that, and they're like, okay. So, and then we just started basically the process and went on and did it, you know, and then.
Oh, look at her too. That's with her grandparents, her uncle. And I mean, I loved it. I mean, that's, I wish we would have known, but she was only 17. So Lindsay didn't meet Bethany until college. And then they were just inseparable in college and stuff. So, But yeah, so that's one way I guess some of the women can get in the parade. They only have men riders. There's what 3,000 or 3,200. 3,200 riders, and that's kind of like we were talking about Mamu last week. Like in Mamu, the men, it's just tradition. It just is, and sometimes you got to keep the tradition. Sometimes it needs to change, but
we have 36 floats. A lot of them are ABC floats. Some of them are ABCD floats. So a lot of them are double floats, and we have. On my particular float, we have 52 people on our float.
Wow.
And so if you have, we have an ABC float, so between all three floats, we have like probably 150 people.
And you were what on your float? You're what is it?
I'm the senior float lieutenant.
Senior float. So what do you have to do with that?
Really, it's just a title. If anybody messes up on a float, gets drunk and acts stupid or something, then you the one, they come after you and they call you in a meeting with that person and you have to, just whatever. But that's very rare.
No, you know what? It's just, the thing is like I'm going to tell you from my perspective, because I'm not riding. It is like, even when I was on the street, like when we're on the streets and stuff, and I don't know if I have any pictures of being on the street, Dad. Do I have any of those? Like we would be on the street like that. So that's where, I don't know if you know, remember when it was passing right there from the Courtyard Marriott, right there on
St. Charles.
St. Charles Street. So we did that for a couple of years. We get rooms there. But look at the babies up there. Like we're waiting. And we are out there. We are committed to see this parade because look at little Carter, how little he is. Just the lights. It's just beautiful. It's something you can't describe. It's beautiful to see it at night on like outside waiting for that parade to come. And then the amount of beads, all the throws. It's so cool.
Well, now all floats have LED lighting. So, you can
and they
imagine,
move some of them, right? Some of them move.
Well, this year there's going to be about 5 or 6 of them that are going to move. Animation wise and stuff. Yes.
Yeah, that is so crazy. So I got, that's when we would go. And I don't know, is it back on St. Charles this year or not?
Yes. Well, we have an extended route this year. We're still going back in the convention center, but we're going the mid-city route where we start out at Orleans, go to Carrollton Avenue, go down Canal to Loyola. We'll take a right on Loyola. We'll go around the circle to St. Charles. To Canal, and then from Canal we'll go up to Tchoupitoulas and go down Tchoupitoulas into the convention center.
Oh wow! So there's some more floats. I want everybody to see the ball. I want to see like when we go in. I know that like they have these people and they carry these Endymion signs and they have people on stilts that walk in. It's almost like, look, I took some video. Those are my personal. They're not great, but they're my videos that I took when I went. I mean, this is the Superdome where football games are played, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't even look like there would be a football game. But look at this. It's amazing. I mean, it is just something, like if you haven't been, you should go online. I don't know, wherever you live, you should definitely come and go to this parade. This is just, I can't say enough about how much fun it is. I know when I went, this is the
E.T. float.
This is the Endymion TV, and this is one of my favorites because I know that's so stupid, but I love it because you can see yourself, and you're like, "Ooh, look!" It's all so much fun, and that's what people don't understand. Like Mardi Gras is just such a fun time, and this is, I think, Endymion is. Are y'all the biggest parade? I know Bacchus is big, but
yes, we have the most members. Yes,
y'all have the most members, and I feel like y'all's floats are the biggest.
Yes.
Yeah. So they are the biggest.
Bacchus and Obvious are the other two Super Krewes, and they have floats also, but nothing like.
And they're great parades too. Yes. I mean, you can't lose at any of these parades. But I always say this is the big boy. See, that was us. See it coming down. That was coming down St. Charles Street. But look at all the people. And look, and here I'm going to give Louisiana a shout out real quick because I think we always get a bad rap living in Louisiana. What other state or what other place do you know where they have all these people that come in from Mardi Gras, and I don't even know how many people that is, and come in from all over the world, and we really don't have that much. I mean, we have some trouble, but nothing, you would think it would be more trouble.
Yeah, you don't have that much.
No, you don't really have that much trouble. People are genuinely having a good time. People are having fun, and people are giving each other beads when they catch beads. But yeah, look, I mean, you don't want to miss seeing that. You definitely don't want to miss seeing that. So, so when we went, so I'm going to talk about this one up here. So that's you down there.
Yeah.
You see me?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that is you.
That is you. We're
That's
all,
right, yeah.
So we're all in the Superdome just waiting for you to come in and throw us beads because we know he's going to throw us a ton of beads. But you can see in this picture in the back, that the bands, and that's the other thing. You want to talk about some of the bands that come in? It's just these kids. These bands are great.
Oh, you mean like the ones that play at the extravaganza?
I'm talking about marching bands.
We have them from all over. We have them from all over Alabama, Florida,
really?
Tennessee, Georgia. Yeah, they just find schools that the big bands and have it. And I mean, they rock. I mean,
they do. Look, I'm telling you. I'll keep this one up for a little while. Oh, Dad, go back real quick. I know. Okay. I'm not finished, but look, they do rock. We're going to have to show that. So I took this picture when we went, that girl right there, that was the Elsa girl. That was in the big thing. But when the night we went to the extravaganza, all my dreams came true because Diana Ross was there. And this is my old bedroom that we're in, by the way. And, and the door had a mirror. And can I tell you how many times I sung, upside down, you turn to me. Doing all the Diana Ross songs and standing in front of the mirror dancing. But I mean, I think she had, when we were there, 5 costume changes? Oh my gosh. I was like, all eyes on her. And then we had Maroon 5, right? Mm-hmm. I think that year was Maroon 5. So we had great entertainment. Like we see this fabulous parade. You catch so many beads that like, we have to wear tennis shoes because you're basically surfing on beads because there's so many. And then, like, y'all tell them something about the throws y'all throw. Like
we throw all kind of light up stuff, big beads. I mean, I have some stuff in here. Like I said, the cups we throw like light up hats like this. We throw beads like
put on the bead and the hat.
Beads like this.
Like they will actually throw this hat. You can turn that hat on too. But like, who wouldn't want to get this?
It's got this and.
Look at that. Isn't that crazy? It don't matter. But look, these beads, and that's just the tip of the iceberg with the beads, okay? Like, you could probably catch something similar to this that's on my head. No lie. These glasses that are on my face, you'll catch these glasses, right, Scott? I mean, y'all, the amount of stuff that you have to get for this.
They throw these big ball beads. You
footballs.
Look at some footballs.
Stuffed animals.
Anything you can imagine, they throw.
If it lights, that's what Yvette just said. If it lights up, it throws. Yep. Yeah, they throw it. And I remember, like, Lindsay and them, and I know we've had pictures of her and Bethany full of the big beads. Look at these beads, y'all. Mm-hmm. And, like, the light up beads and everything that you see, they caught at the parade. It's insane. I mean, it's just insane. Now, I want to ask, and I don't remember. Do y'all still have flambeau?
I think we might. I don't know if they have that or not.
Did they? I don't remember if we had flambeau.
I don't think they come through.
They don't come through the Superdome because it's probably dangerous.
I never see it on the streets.
But you don't know. But yeah, I want to say.
I think it's very rare now. There's not a lot of crews that have them. There's one or two crews that do, but they don't
really. It's dangerous, but
because of the gas and stuff, the kerosene or whatever they use in it and stuff,
But don't you look, being from New Orleans and I always went to parades. That was one of the things that I always liked watching them come by and
twisting
it. Yeah, they would dance with it. They had that thing, and that they were saying that thing weighs about 70 pounds.
Yeah, no, it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, and people, and then the tradition is to give people money that are carrying those. It's such a great.
I mean, it's the kerosene that's in all 4 cans. You have to. I think they have 4 or 5 cans, and you have to, carry it with that. That's pretty heavy.
That is heavy. All right, Dad. So I want to show some. Oh, look, there we are. Okay, so one year my cousin rode. There's Yvette. That's Scott's wife.
That's more lighted beads there.
Yeah, and this is before. This is just before the parade starts. That they're so generous. They have beads for whoever comes. Y'all are giving us beads. Y'all are giving us cups. Food, everybody. And look at Nani. She looks like she's 20.
She's 81.
I'm 81 years old, Scott's mom, and never did any work or anything. Just looks great. We all want to be Nani when we get. I want to be Nani now, but.
And they all got their light up shoes on.
Oh, we got our light up tennis shoes, but I think. I know when we went back to the hotel room that night, I was like, yeah, they're done for. We're not going to be wearing these again. Mine were pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, they were pretty much destroyed. But anyway, so that's and that's my cousin. He rode one year.
That's right. You sure did. I remember that.
Remember that?
Yep.
And I think he was a fill-in rider for somebody, whatever they do, because something happened, and so he got to a sub rider, so he got to ride, and that was really cool. So, Dad, show some of the videos. The dancers. So I was videoing, and these are the bands. These are these bands that come in, and I mean, these girls and they walk this whole parade, and tell them, Scott, y'all are riding, but they're really doing tons of work. I mean, it's amazing what
we have 36 floats, and there's usually a band behind every float.
Every float, yeah.
Except for maybe the last one, but there's a band in between floats, just because, to break it up a little bit with the, but I mean, it's still incredible, the bands that they have. I mean, it's some of these, colleges from, like I said, up north that come down, and they've never experienced anything like that before. And some of the parades, they're not really allowed to wear. They don't want them to wear beads. They can get the beads, but they won't let them wear the beads while they're parading. Why, I don't know, but some of them they do that. But they come by the floats, and we hand them beads, and they give it to whoever it might be, or put it in that bag. The stuff that's following them, just so they could have some beads to remember.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my gosh, they deserve them. Absolutely. And look, when you're on the street and, these kids are dancing and these bands are going, I mean, there's beads everywhere. So they're having to make sure they're not falling. I mean, these kids that come and do this, I mean, and I always say the band never gets enough, and I'm going to say it. The football team's always getting the credit, right?
Right.
But have you ever been to a football game without the band? How terrible would that be?
Right.
So the band is it, they're it. And these kids to be able to play music, walk, and then they do formations. Sometimes they'll stop and do a whole thing.
Well, they usually have Southern usually play.
Oh yeah, they're so good.
They play in St. Aug, which is a big band out of New Orleans high school band.
Yeah.
They normally play, in Endymion and stuff. I mean, they're 100 strong, so so I mean, they're great.
So I have some more videos of the floats. So these are just short little clips I took that I could. So is that the captain and co-captain or not? What is that?
That's the captain, and then there's a float behind it. It's called, I think, the Captain Eddie, which is like the SS Endymion.
Yeah.
It's called Captain Eddie SS Endymion.
Okay, because I know I was trying to video, but I had kids around me being crazy. So and then I have some more videos. That's another one. What's the name of this float?
Is that your float?
I don't know. That might be the name of that was my float.
That was your float. It's probably why I was videoing.
I'm the first person right there.
Okay, that's why I was videoing. Oh, see, there you go. There you go. Throw it. And know what? This is why I couldn't keep. There you go. See you. That's why I quit videoing. I was getting nailed in the head.
Yes.
Yeah, and the kids love this. It's like, I can't tell you how much fun. I mean, look. It's just crazy to see. And then is this I don't know which one.
Is that the
Pontinus
theme?
Yeah, it might be the one that has the theme on it, like that has the little ticker tape thing.
So I read somewheres what was it? They're doing the Club Endymion tribute of the Superdome. Is that right?
Yeah, that probably could have been it. I mean,
that could have been it. Yeah. I'm not sure. And now I know I have my cousin who rode on one too, and that one was kind of crazy.
This one's going to have sound too.
And
so
excuse my voice.
We left the sound off of most of them because it can get real loud. But this one has some sound.
We just want y'all to get what's really going on.
Yeah, what's really going on.
Yeah, and just ignore my voice. So we know it kind of stopped right there. And Scott, that happens a lot in planes, right?
Sometimes for whatever reason.
Okay, so that's why they're doing. Okay, so that's your Yvette. So Yvette's in there toasting usually.
When they stop in here, it's because they're waiting for the other float to head on the door and get out while they're trying to bring another one in.
Now look at this float rocking. Look how much fun. And now that music's playing the whole time. I mean, look at Peanut. Look, these kids are living their best life. And you're just trying not to get demolished. Because those beads, when they come down, they hurt. Can I tell you? So I don't even know. Oh yeah, my cousin's up there. They're throwing. They're just getting crazy. So now you get to see kind of the atmosphere, which is really cool to see. It kind of gets you ready for Mardi Gras. Aren't you just so ready? I know, I'm so ready. I'm not going, but I'm ready. I'm ready for Mardi Gras. It's so much fun. But anyways, is there anything that you can think of that I haven't really mentioned or said? Is there any pictures that I forgot to bring up, Dad? I think I might have.
This picture. Wait,
no, we already did that
here's
one.
Another one.
Yeah, look. Is that a grandbaby?
That's Rowan. That's my oldest grandson, Rowan.
Okay.
He's 2 weeks old.
We had a van we rented with a group of guys, and I made the van bring us over here so I could see him. Because that was February. That was just literally like, he's probably 2 or 3 weeks old there, probably.
And then I see that's Bethany, and look at Lindsay on the ground over there.
She's goosing.
She's probably you.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right. Probably right.
Her other father, right? You know.
but that's inside. That's inside the extravaganza.
I know. It's so much fun. Oh, look at these. And so that's your son-in-law, right?
Yes, that's me and my son-in-law. Yes.
So
Chris,
he rode for a couple years too, right?
Yes.
So he rode, and then started, and that's Yvette and I up there at the top. And look, that's Lindsay and Bethany. They get it's the game on face. They get.
Then that's me in the other picture.
Yeah, that's you and
you and Chris.
Chris, yeah.
Yeah, so this is all the different, these are all so I got some really cool ones of you, and that's the year Chris rode, and now we all got pictures together. That's an old one.
Yeah.
That's
left one's an old one.
Oh,
yes.
That's a very old one. And look at Lindsay and Bethany down there in the corner. They are too cute. But this just kind of gives you a little idea of kind of what's going on. Everybody's having so much fun. We can't wait to see the riders when they we get so excited to see when they come off the float. But I just don't know if do you have any questions, Dad? I don't know if I forgot anything.
Well, I'm not really a parade guy. And,
He's not. Oh, wait. The one thing I do want to say.
Going?
He does need to start going. So, wait, I want to say this one thing. This year, who are the guests?
Who's playing at the extravaganza?
Yeah.
Sting and Flo Rida.
Oh, my gosh. I told Yvette, I was like, really? Flo Rida, apple bottom jeans? I'm really missing that. She's like, yes. But then we have the other ones that play. It says the mixed nuts play, right? During, when the parades are going through, the floats, and then who else? Groovy 7. And then Wise Guys. Now, Dad, was Uncle Jerry in Wise Guys?
Yes, he was. In fact, the year we went to the Endymion extravaganza, the Wise Guys were playing, of course, and he was in the band that night.
Yeah, my uncle, he was so talented. He was just my mom's family's and my dad's
trombone player.
Yeah.
Well, for anybody that wants to know the extravaganza, basically after we do our parade route, we go into a big indoor party where it's formal attire except for the people that ride, and it's just a big party. They have music playing the whole time during the thing, and then they have bigger entertainment that comes in once the members all get in and ride, finish riding, and they get to their seats. Then the big entertainment comes. We've had Pitbull play. We've had, at the Superdome, we had Lionel Richie, Rod Stewart.
Wow.
The tickets are less than $300, and you get a full parade of 36 floats. It's really like 100 floats because each float's either double or triple float.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And then you have a free, basically, concert. And, it's the world's largest indoor party. Inside the Superdome, it's around 22,000 people.
Wow. It's insane. It's insane. I remember y'all talking about it, and it was just Lindsay was like, Mom, we have to do this. And it really is. It's the best. And I've been to other balls, and it's sad when you go to we go to Endymion now that I'm just I don't want to go to another one. No, but it's just you can't even explain it, can you?
No, it's just it's and me, I've been riding 35 years, and when you finish the route and you get ready to go into the Superdome, and you just go in and I'm the first person, and you're sitting there, and you're standing there, and you just see all these lights blinking, the stuff people wearing, and having blink whatever in their hair, clothes, whatever. It's just it's amazing. It's it's the wow factor.
It is the wow factor. It is.
It gets you hooked. And 35 years later, I'm still here doing it, So it's like you've never experienced that before, and it's it's a one of a kind experience. It really is.
No, I mean, the fireworks even. Right?
Y'all do that?
I heard the
He's
fireworks.
never there.
Oh, you're not there.
I'm not inside. I'm on the float, so I have no idea.
You have no idea. So
Yes, they do.
They do fireworks. Yes. I was like, wait, what? We're getting fireworks now? I'm like,
right, yeah.
And then you see the big floats coming in. But that has got to be the most amazing feeling, being on one of those big floats. I call them the big boys. And just coming in, and it is just...
I mean, because I'm the first person, and you get to look. I mean, literally, you look, and you can see the whole Superdome when you're coming in. It's just like, the Loge, the Plaza. They have people in the Loge, which is the middle level, the Plaza, which is the bottom level, and then the floor also. Because it's going so big.
They're so big. I mean, there's so many levels.
Right.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter where you are. That's the other thing I want to tell people. You don't have to be front row. Like, I can remember standing, when we were at the convention center, I was standing way back. I was catching all kind of stuff in the way back because they're so, the floats are so tall. And then they got so many rows of people. I mean, that's I have to say, some parades you go to and you don't catch much. The riders in this parade are very generous, very, very generous, because they buy everything to throw to everyone, which is so, I mean, it's kind, it's so unique, it's so cool. But it's little kids come home and I mean their whole day's made. You know what I mean? To catch all this. I mean, that's the great thing about Mardi Gras. You can be poor and go to a parade and just come home with all kind of stuff.
Yep. Bags and bags and bags of stuff.
And when y'all are on the parade route, I mean, I'm sure y'all are throwing to little kids and families.
We just throw to, whatever. I mean, we try to throw to people, not at people, because it's hard. You meet that eye and you get ready to throw to them, and then somebody up top might have something that's better. So they're looking at them and and then you accidentally, hit them with something like that. You don't mean to, but it's
no. And I don't think anybody gets upset about it.
Right.
No, that's the other thing. Like, even when we're going and they start when my daughter was young, and they're young and they're so pretty and they're throwing at them and everything, and it's like they're just getting out, and I'm like, oh my God, stand up higher. We want more beads.
Right. Yeah.
It's
but nowadays there's more people want beads, but they want the bigger beads, the smaller throw beads. Now they just let them kind of fall on the ground and don't. And it's not. It's more for them to say, hey, I want to get stuffed animals, I want to get lighted stuff, I want to get, swords, footballs, something that's a different item than Mardi Gras beads, than the small beads.
Or like the feathered axe, Indian axe thing that the kids love those. I mean, like with the little thing on it, the spears. I mean, that's what people don't understand, the amount of stuff that y'all throw.
I mean, a lot of people still throw beads, but a lot of people have gotten away with that and spent a little bit extra money. And instead of throwing bags of beads that might cost as much as one single bead, they'll just throw one single bead because they know that that's not going to hit the ground.
And you're throwing hats.
Right. These won't hit the ground. We're not throwing these at the parade.
Oh, God, I guess not. I want to catch one. Right. I mean, absolutely.
Even if it doesn't light up, it's still,
I left the bulb both times with hats, and I don't know if they lit up or not, but I left. I was like, these are mine.
That's what I'm saying. These stuff like this, like this and like the cup, and that's not going to hit the ground. They'll catch those and keep those.
And it's just amazing too. Like, I don't know if you can, like you said, it's LED lights, but they're hooked together. Some of them, they're so big, there's like sections, like you were saying. But they do move, right? Some of the floats move, right?
Yeah, some of them do. But all of our lights move, like blink and do all kind of different. They do sequences of stuff. Like if it's blue, and then it goes to green, and then goes to purple, whatever, yellow, or whatever, and then it constantly just goes around. So the lights the whole time that we have on there constantly that's what makes the parade so
unique and beautiful. Right. No, it is, and it's really. I mean, that's all I got. I know we were talking about like Mamu last week, and then we talked about Baton Rouge. But look, I'm going to tell you, like, this is the big boy. This is the one that, like, if you haven't seen it, you have to see it. You just have to, because it's amazing. And I mean, what little kid wouldn't want to go out and see this parade? You throw so much stuff. I mean, I know what he throws when he comes in the Superdome. Like I know you're throwing on the street, you know?
Right. No, we throw the whole time. I mean, literally, if you don't throw, people are yelling at you like, hey, wait, because it's that, it's that, they actually for our parade, they'll start camping out on Orleans Avenue where it begins on City Park Avenue in front of Delgado and on Orleans where it first starts. They'll start on a Wednesday or Thursday, either camping out or spray painting the neutral ground with their initials, because you can't put stakes up anymore, put ladders because the city will come take those, but they spray painted their spot with orange spray paint and put their name across it to be able to, and sometimes they have tents out there, out there. And it's just, they have tarps out, they have chairs out, they have somebody that stays out there constantly because they want to have. We were those people years ago. We were those people. We were like, I'm gonna tell you, know your Mardi Gras etiquette, people. If we save our spot, there's some. Well, I remember one year somebody came up, and I had been out there in the rain all day, and we just let to go get something to eat. It was me and my husband, and it was raining, all that. We come back, and these guys just think that, and I was like, I pick up those ladders. And I just start throwing them. I'm like, no, this is not this is my spot. Right.
You just don't mess around on the street with that because you want your spot. It's like golden.
Well, we're the only parade that actually starts in mid-city and goes up City Park Avenue to Orleans, to Carrollton, to Canal. And then a lot of the parades go on to St. Charles where we go at. They just come from the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So really, people look at that live on Orleans Avenue. They will have parties planned every year. Like once the parade's over, they'll start planning for next year because that is in the businesses there. They make more money in those 2 or 3 days before and the day of that.
Can you imagine?
That it keeps their businesses open for the year, really. And the one year we had to cancel because of COVID.
Oh yeah.
The businesses were they were in the
hotels. Yeah, I know the hotels. And New Orleans is a city that gets a lot of their money and revenue from tourism.
The last weekend, the Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then Tuesday is the big weekend for Mardi Gras because you have Endymion that kicks everything off, which really can't duplicate. Then you got Bacchus, Orpheus, and then you have Mardi Gras Day.
Yeah.
And stuff. So that's when the city and all realizes, hey, we had a.
Those are all great parades to go see, by the way. Because sometimes we go, this weekend will be the two, but you know what? If you live in New Orleans, there's parades, all the time.
They're all good. They're
all great because you ride, Yvette, right?
I used to. I rode Saturday night in Poseidon and Slidell for the very first time. But I used to ride in Nix and then I rode in Cleopatra. But it got to be way too much with him riding. So
I can't even imagine the expense that you pay.
Even the expense.
It's a lot.
Physical aspect of it, of going from that to what he does, is a lot.
Oh, I'm sure. But so any parade that you go to in New Orleans is going to be, it's great, it's nice. But this is the one that I kind of wanted to talk about because we love y'all so much. We really do. Y'all have been just awesome friends, really good to Lindsay. We love Bethany. Just love y'all. And we just really loved our experience that we had. And who better to talk about it than somebody who's been with the parade for 35 years.
Hey.
And I think Mom was asking a question. Why did it start? She say? Dad, I thought I saw that. Or why did Endymion start as a parade? I have no idea. Do you know?
Well, the founder, Ed Muniz, he was at the racetrack one year, I guess, and saw a horse called Endymion.
Oh.
And there was a Gentilly Carnival Club, I think, that was already formed, and they weren't really parading. And so he went from my understanding is he went to the racetrack, and there was a horse running called Endymion. He goes, oh, wow. So he said, I want to start a parade. And we actually rented our floats from Carrollton and a few of the other parades that were parading already. Okay. And we rode the kings and the queens rode in a court rode on the back of convertibles instead of the floats and stuff now and all. And so he started a parade and he said, oh, I want to call it Endymion. Actually, one of our throws this year is going to be a horse.
Oh, do you have a picture of that?
I think I might. I'm not sure.
Look, we're going to put it up. It's a racehorse. That is an interesting story. I'm glad my mom asked that. That is an interesting story.
Let me see if I
that's so crazy. Because, I mean, really.
Yes, this is what the horse is going to look like this year that they're going to throw.
Oh, like, so Dad, here, I'm going to give it to Dad, and he'll put it in. Look at the. I love it.
That's one of the throws this year.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to have to catch that.
And we also
You have
throw.
to come to Endymion.
I know.
I have another one also that we'll be throwing.
Dad?
We're going to be throwing T-shirts also.
Oh, T-shirts.
Which a lot of crews started throwing T-shirts. And this is what the T-shirt's going to look like.
Oh, look, Dad.
This is what the T-shirt looks like.
Oh, I want one. Save me that T-shirt.
This is what the T-shirt looks like. And all the floats.
Oh my goodness, I love that.
All floats are going to be throwing those also. Every year we have a different one.
Yeah, people don't understand. Like, you can get a shirt, you can get stuffed animals, you can get.
It's the freest show on earth.
It is. It is a free show. It's the biggest free show on earth. It's amazing. I mean, New Orleans, they need to quit talking bad about it and start like talking. Let's focus on what's good about it, okay? Because I'm sick and tired of hearing what's bad, because there's so much good. I've been going to Mardi Gras since I was born, and I'm just gonna say I've never really had an issue. It's been wonderful. We meet all different kinds of people from all over the world, and I know when my daughter played soccer, we brought her soccer friends to Mardi Gras. They enjoyed it. Y'all took Lindsay and y'all took all the track runners. Y'all would take them to the ball. And I mean, really, with everything, with the amount of people, really, I mean, like, you think about the big ball in the Superdome and all that. It's just amazing. It really is. So people visit New Orleans, go out to New Orleans, go to the parade, go see Endymion. You will not be disappointed. I even have my Queen of Sparkles I bought just for this show. I got to showcase my shirt, Dad. But just for them, because look, it's got the beads and you catching and all this. I have my light up skirt. I mean, this is what you wouldn't wear this to the ball. You'd wear this on the street. I'm older, so I'm trying to get a little attention. So I have to dress a little crazy.
Well, the ball to the extravaganza, they wear tuxedos and formals.
Formals, that's right. We're wearing ball gowns. I know we might have some pictures of that. You wear a ball gown. Yeah, we did. We had ball gown. Look, my Aunt Patricia watches it on TV every year. Okay, so my mom's family loved the parades. Dad's family, not so much. So anyways, but Scott, is there anything else you can add that you can think of that we do? Oh yeah, I do want to add one more thing. He's not only riding Endymion this year.
No.
Tell him what you're riding.
I ride in Zulu. It's Mardi Gras Day.
Mardi Gras Day. So tell him about Zulu real quick.
Well, it's a predominantly
African
American parade. They do have,
other people in it. Yeah. That's what's so great, because now we're all just, it doesn't matter. I think that's great. And
I mean, it's just different. It's during Mardi Gras Day, and they're known for throwing coconuts. They decorate coconuts and throw coconuts and all that, and that's what people scream for and go.
Yeah, that's like the big ticket item.
It's really not beads. I mean, you have beads, but they have to be the nice beads, heavy beads for them to even consider it. But they want anything but a bead. They want coconuts. They want anything that might say Zulu on it, whatever. So,
because that's such a big thing. If you get a Zulu coconut, and it's not real coconuts, right?
No, they can't throw real coconuts just because.
You can kill somebody.
Well, not only that, but the way it busts open and I guess
dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous and all that. Right.
So Scott was telling me too that you have, if you're on you decorate your own coconuts.
Yes. Oh, right. Correct.
Yeah. So like then when they get those they actually they decorate them, right?
Paint them with whatever you have to paint. Put glitter if you want to put glitter on it. Do it however you want to do it. I've been to Zulu before. And it's a wonderful parade. I love that parade. It's so unique. I love that. And then they have all kind of entertainment too, and they have the same. They have the bands, they have the dancers, everything, and then Rex runs, I think, right behind them, and then they have like the truck parades where all the other people can ride, and people like me who not in the big riding
boys.
With a friend of mine. He said it's going to be an experience, so I want to experience to see what it's like.
I can't wait.
I see what it's like with the Zulu, because it's different. I'm used to night parades, and this is during the day,
early morning,
8 o'clock in the morning. Stuff. I mean, my day starts at 3:30 in the morning. That morning.
Oh wow!
Because you have to go in, eat breakfast. I gotta get my face painted, and all that. And
oh my gosh!
Get on a float, and and then we get everything ready, I guess, to ride. And once we,
that is going to be. Look, you have to come back next year, like we do our Mardi Gras show again, and you have to tell us about the Zulu experience. I can't wait because I know it's going to be. I mean, I just love everything about Mardi Gras. It's just so much fun. It's like my favorite time of year. All my kids love it. But that's amazing that you're doing that. And I also want everybody to see too, like all of their costumes light up. I don't know if you noticed that, but like
his mask too, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Put your mask on, and the masks light up too. That's the crazy thing at night. Cause like usually when you're, out on the street, it's nighttime by the time we see the, but look, there it is. And put your hat on. Put your so they can cut. No, the other hat. The hat for the thing. So this was your costume? What? A couple years ago or last year? A couple years ago. A couple years. I feel like that's the one he had when we were. Big. Yeah, when we went, that was the one. Look at that. So that's what all the riders kind of look like. It's so cool. So, Dad, is there anything that you have to add to this?
Well, I would say from a person who's not really a parader, I did go to the extravaganza one year, and I recommend that everybody put it on their bucket list.
Put it on your bucket list.
Something you've got to do. You've got to do it. Whether you think you like parades or not, this is just above and beyond anything you've ever experienced. So I recommend it to everybody.
Yeah.
That's for somebody that don't go to parades, right?
That's right.
Did we miss any pictures, Dad? Or we showed
No, we got every picture and every video in.
Oh, that's so good. Well, I hope. I hope you. I'm so glad you came. I hope I honored Endymion properly and right. I think I did.
Yes.
But I'm so glad that you came, and I know y'all have to drive back to New Orleans tonight. So I really do. I know this was a huge, huge favor to us. So thank you. But everybody go to Endymion.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Yvette. And look,
thanks, Yvette, for putting in. I mean, she didn't want to come on camera, but she should have. She should have put on a ball gown and came out. Yeah.
Next week we have Father Vincent Bressawar on remotely from Alabama. Don't hold that against him. He's going to teach us and advise us on how to have the best Lent ever, because right after Mardi Gras comes Lent.
Yes, and the thing I want to talk about with that is us Catholics, we're not giving up much on Friday eating that crawfish.
That's for sure.
Well, expensive as they are
now. I don't know
Yeah.
if we can afford it now. That's the other thing. We're just going to have to go in the pond and put our own little net and get it.
Right. Yeah, no. Somebody posted on Facebook, $11 a pound. They picked some up at for today.
Oh my gosh!
Like $11 a pound.
Well, look, there's a little girl Lindsay did gymnastics with. I saw that their kids actually got some crawfish out the pond, and they like balled the little bit of the crawfish, and they ate them. I think they had like maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Well, with the drought,
I know. All right.
All right,
thank
everybody.
y'all.
Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.